Hello everyone, thank you for joining me. I thought I would jump on today and just bring you one final project for 2024. I'm going to be bringing you a little bit of a sneak peek as well. I'm going to be using a bundle from the brand new mini catalogue that runs January to April 2025. This catalogue goes live on the 7th of January, so if you're watching after then, these products will be available to you. If you're watching before the 7th, this is your opportunity to have a little sneak peek. If you would like a copy of the catalogue and you haven't got one already, let me know, pop me a message, send me an email, and I will get one sent out to you. The bundle that we're going to be using today is the Memorable Blooms bundle. So it's a Stampin' die set. You've got these three beautiful images and then some amazing sentiments. For me, for the stamp set, actually the sentiments are kind of the icing on the cake for me. I really love the "You've been on my mind" and the "I appreciate your thoughtfulness." But today we're going to be using the "Thanks so much" sentiment. Given that we have just had Christmas, it felt appropriate. For those of you who celebrate Christmas, I hope that you will have received perhaps a nice gift and that you might think about maybe sending a thank you card to say thank you. So that's kind of where my thought process was for today. So the dies for this set, you get the die to die cut the three images. And then, so there's two, and then the other one we are going to be using today, I've taken that off already. And then you get this lovely leaf, and then these fabulous hexagon dies. So I'm just going to bring that a little bit closer, so hopefully you can see the detail. So you've got this kind of dots and dashes type pattern that would be left on the piece that you're die cutting from, and then the piece that's cut out in the centre, that centre hexagon, will then end up with this lovely stitched detail around the edge. Really, really pretty. And it can be used together or separately with this other hexagon die that kind of leaves the die cut piece behind. So I should have die cut one to show you, but I will be using this set an awful lot in the coming weeks, so you'll get to see lots more of it in action. We're not using those dies today, just the one that die cuts this image here. So I'm going to bring in the card that's kind of inspired my card for today, and that's this one. This is a card that I created for a card swap that we did with our team. So I'm going to be kind of following the same kind of idea, but a little bit different. So we're going to be starting with a white card base and a white front panel. So I'm going to do that first. So bring in my paper trimmer, and my card base is just going to be half a sheet of A4, scored at 10.5 centimetres. So half a sheet of A4 scored at 10.5, and then my front panel I'm going to cut a centimetre shorter in both directions, so it's going to be 9.5 centimetres by 13.85 centimetres, like so. And then while I've got it there, I'm going to do my little bit of scoring. So on my original design here, I don't know how well you can see that on camera, I've got some score lines just to add a little bit of texture without kind of needing an embossing folder. So I'm going to make my first score mark at 1/4 inch, and then at 3/8 inch, and then at 1/4 inch. 3/8 inches in between. Let's try that again. 3/8 inch and then 1/2 inch. I've gone a bit wonky there, but never mind. And then in this direction, I'm going to do at 1/4 inch, at 3/8 inch, and 1/2 inch. So you should have 3 nice even lines on both sides. I don't, because I somehow made it wonky. Right then, so now I'm going to do a little bit of stamping. So that's my card front, and then I'm going to bring in some basic white, and I'm going to be stamping with this floral image here. I'm going to stamp in Memento. Like so. And then I'm going to trim that down a little bit, and then I'm going to run that through my die cutting machine. So normally I would colour my image before I die cut it, but I want to use my die cut image to help me position the rest of my stamping. So I'm going to die cut it and then use it to position the rest of my stamps while the ink is still drying. So, as always, my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine is just off to the side, just so that I don't make you all dizzy. So I'm just running that through in the normal sandwich. So I've got my base plate number 1, then plate number 3, then plate number 2, then 2 plate number 3s. So there is my die cut image. So I'm going to bring back my card front, and I'm going to first of all stamp my sentiment. So I'm using the thanks so much, and I'm going to do that in my Memento. Just test that. Yeah, it looks really good. And I'm going to do it kind of up and left, just like that. And then I'm going to kind of decide where I would like my floral image, and I'm just going to stamp some of this leaf like that, and then I'm going to turn it upside down and stamp some of that leaf again, like that. And then I'm going to leave my leaves in black and white, so I'm not going to add any colour there. This kind of messy looking bit in the centre is going to be covered by my die cut floral image. Let's put the lid on the ink. So let's bring in some colour. So I'm going to be using Berry Burst, Old Olive, and a little bit of light Mossy Meadow, potentially. In fact, I probably won't need it actually, because I'm not colouring the leaves. So we'll just do light and dark Old Olive and light and dark Berry Burst. So I'm going to colour my florals in the Berry Burst. So I'm just going to lay down that light colour all the way over. Like so. So for those of you that celebrate, I hope you've all had a lovely Christmas. I would love to hear what you've been up to, where you are in the world, what's the weather been like. Have you had snow? We haven't had snow here in England, but I know there are plenty of countries out there that have had snow this Christmas. And let me know as well, what are your plans for New Year's? Do you stay up till midnight? Are you not bothered? Do you stay at home? Do you go out to the pub? What are your plans? We have got plans with our lovely friends. We're going to our friend's house for dinner, maybe a drink or two, and we probably will stay up until midnight. But it's not going to be a wild one, that's for sure. And then I'm just coming in with my dark Berry Burst, and I'm just kind of adding some dots around the kind of centre of my flowers, and then those kind of little edge bits where you can see the kind of underneath of the petals. I'm colouring those. And then also kind of areas where my petals are kind of sort of overlapping a little bit, just to add a little bit of dimension, like there's a little bit of a shadow. And then you can come back in with your light just to kind of blend it out and make it look a little bit more seamless. Like that. So we had a lovely Christmas. We had 7 of us and the dog. And it's really nice to just have a little bit of family time, getting to see kind of family members that we don't necessarily see as much as we would like to kind of through the year, but kind of having the opportunity to kind of get together and just enjoy each other's company and chat and play games, and yeah, really lovely. I feel recharged from our little kind of Christmas break, which is always nice, isn't it? It's nice when you've kind of had a break and you feel a little bit rested. And obviously that's not possible for everybody. You know, it depends what you do for work, what your family situation is and things like that. But hopefully whatever you've been doing, you've kind of at least had kind of a few moments to be able to kind of enjoy whatever it is and however you're celebrating or not. So this is then going to go up on dimensionals on here, and then I think I want a little bit of splattage. We love a splat. I did some splatting on my original. So on my original I've got crumb cake splats and I've just kind of flicked the pen. So I am going to flick with my Berry Burst Stampin' Right marker, and we'll see how this goes, because I'm not very good at splatting, so just mind my card base out of the way so I don't end up with Berry Burst all over everything, and then I'm just gonna, that's not working very well. Maybe I'm better doing it with the blend. Oh yeah, that's better. There we go. It's quite subtle. I don't know how well it picks up on the camera. It's quite subtle, but also really effective. So let's just move that out of the way before I put my hand in it. I haven't even created anything with blue ink, and somehow I've got blue ink all over me. I don't know how it happens, I really don't. So I have got my stamped and coloured image, and then I am going to pop that up on some dimensionals, which are around here somewhere. There we go. So 1, 2, 3 for good measure. And then I'm going to pop that in the centre like that, and then bring my card base in, and then I'm going to pop that up as well. There. Honestly, I would forget my head if it wasn't attached. I really would. I'm very good at putting something down and then immediately forgetting where I put it, even though I only had it 2 seconds ago. So And take the backs off the dimensionals, and then we'll pop this down, and you could add embellishments if you, oh actually, oh I might add some sequins, because there are some new sequins that are actually in the celebration brochure. So nice even border all the way around. Let me see if I've got them to hand. I do. So these are the purple adhesive backed sequins. And maybe this one. What do we think? Yeah, we'll add a couple of those. I say a couple. There will be 3. There's always 3. Odd numbers. 3, sometimes 5, but never 2. There. So that's it. That's the card for today. So that was using the Memorable Blooms bundle. Definitely top of my list from the new catalogue. When it goes live, I will be doing a catalogue walkthrough, and I would love to hear what your favourites are for the new catalogue as well. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for all of your love and support and lovely comments throughout 2024, particularly through my 12 Days of Crafty Christmas series. I love communicating with you. The thing that I value the most about crafting and about Stampin' Up is definitely the community, and how we can all be brought together by something as simple but also as fun as cardstock and pattern paper and ribbons and sparkly gems. The community that I feel very lucky to be a part of, with my lovely team. Yeah, it means an awful lot to me. So I just wanted to kind of end the year with a little kind of, yeah, just a little message to say thank you for your support, your love, your kind words, and the community that has kind of been fostered through my creating. I love it, and I appreciate each and every one of you. I wish you a very happy and healthy 2025, and I will be back with you very, very soon with a couple more projects, and then on the 7th, pop it in your diary, 7th of January, catalogue walkthrough. I might even bring you the catalogue walkthrough live. We'll see how things go, but I will be with you before then. But thank you so much for joining me, and again, thank you for your love and support. Take care. Bye.